right? Now, we have to have the proper motivation for what we're doing, okay? And the motivation is gratitude, right? When we plant the plank of motivation, then we are free to look at things clearly, okay? Our motivation is gratitude. Our motivation is that we are blessed to be a blessing, right? Because we stick this up and our motivation is gratitude, every now and then, while we're watching what you're doing over here, and we're like, oh man, they're doing that again. Oh, okay. I respect them. I'm going to let it be there. You know what? They got to reap what they sow. They got to do what they do. And then I'm feeling some kind of way, and then I get to turn around, look at my side of the fence, and be like, oh, God, thank you so much for peace and joy. Thank you for my grass and my land. Thank you for my house. Right? God, thank you so much. And then my motivation is, wow, I would like to help others in some way. Here, matter of fact, while I'm over here in my peace, let me look over there. I can slide a 20 through these two slats right there. I can help you out, okay? Right? Because my motivation isn't that I need to jump on that side of the fence with you. My motivation isn't that I need to tear the fence down and we need to go down together, right? My motivation isn't the captain goes down with the ship and takes everybody with him, right? That's not my motivation. My motivation is that God has allowed me to put in these fence planks, have some peace and some understanding over here. So now we can give advice over the fence. Maybe I can invite you over. Maybe I can go over there for a minute because I have the peace and security of the fence we've been building. We couldn't have talked about motivation as the second slide, right? Because we've put these other boundaries in place, we've gained some peace. We've gained some blessing. We've gained some understanding. We are now blessed to be a blessing to others. And so we can plant this thing and say, man, we're so thankful for our side of the fence. We're so thankful for what God has done in our lives that now we're able to give with the proper heart. We don't start with giving, right? We don't start with motivation. We start with putting God's order in place to give us peace where we then get to give to others. All right? And you can't do that if you're living on that side of the fence. You can't do that if you never stop and turn around and look at your side of the fence. Right? See, it's necessary that we understand why we're doing this. Because if we're doing it and we're feeling horrible about doing it, if every time we put a plank in there we feel guilty or shame or things that we're not giving anything, we feel like we're restricting instead of acting in accordance with God's blessing for our life, we're missing the point. The law of motivation, remember, these are life laws, right? This law of motivation tells us that God cares about our motivation, that it matters to Him why we do things. Because if we're just doing them out of obligation, we're not going to live in cheer. If we're just doing them because we feel guilty, we're not going to experience the blessing, right?